Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Badash. I'm going to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to you, Akim and Akwat, out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. All right, today's title is We Can't Even Have Normal Food Here. All right, we can't even have normal food, real food. All right, something along those lines. All right, and hey, this comes from, I got this article here from the New York Times, but this originally came from this, all right, which was yesterday. It's from Yahoo News. FDA clears lab-grown meat for human consumption. Okay, and you can see it's cut down here. All right, so, I got it all cropped up. And the reason for that is this was originally I was going to put it on the community section of, YouTube or whatever they call it. A section down here. Let me see what they call it. I think it's community. Yeah, the community section. As you can see, I had it cropped down for one of these, and I said, you know what? Let me wait and see if I want to go on a topic, go on a full lesson on it. All right, hey, and through the Spirit, that's what we're doing now. Okay, so again, title of this lesson, something along the lines of we can't even have normal food here. Okay, and the article is from the New York Times, and it reads, lab-grown meat receives clearance from FDA. It says, in a first step towards cultivated meat reaching dinner tables, Slovakia, and restaurant menus, regulators said that a startup company's chicken was safe to eat. So the people that regulate your food, all right, that tell you what can go in your food and what doesn't go in your food, all right, is now saying this is safe to eat. All right, now the FDA has had problems with it. All right, of course it's ran by Esau Edom. It's gonna have some problems. All right, so they allow so many pounds of bugs per food. Other just terribly nasty shit. All right, in your food. All right, things, BHAs and GMOs and MSGs, all right, even though, some of these things taste good, specifically like MSG, all right, hey, doesn't mean that they're good for you, all right, and they know these things aren't good for you, your blue lakes, red 40s, all right, your greens, reds, all those red dyes, all right, hey, man, they put all these things in the food, and really, you should be doing the best of your ability to watch out what you're getting. All right, because there are foods, out there that are better than some of the other alternatives. All right, now generally when I look through my food, I try to avoid a few main ingredients. Admittedly, I'm not as what's the word I'm looking for here? I'm not as strict as I should be. All right, one that I definitely do stay away from, it's to the best of my ability. There's been times I've gotten stuff that had it and I didn't even realize. But I try to check and see if it has high fructose corn syrup in it, man, because that shit's bad, man. High fructose corn syrup, some terrible shit, all right? I think they even have links to it with autism, all right? So you just stay away from that shit, man, all right? Well, it's because, and corn syrup and corn oil and all this stuff, man, hey, it's, it's not good oils for the most part, So you got there's a lot of other, you can get like grapeseed oil, all right, other oils that are more natural and better than coconut oil is another one. Some of you might not like the flavor. I'm not but hey, grapeseed oil is a perfectly fine substitute, all right. But hey, you got to check these things, all right. You just go on the back and check things. There's going to be some, there's going to be problematic ingredients on just about everything. Okay, but now this is a new one that you got to worry about. Okay, now I don't know what they're going to name this, if they're going to name it cultivated chicken, if it's just going to be labeled as chicken. All right, and hey, like it says, in a first step towards cultivated meat reaching dinner tables and restaurant menus, regulators said that a startup company's chicken was safe to eat. So hey, man, this is coming to the restaurants, and I highly doubt. All right, I highly doubt that they're going to even label it as cultivated chicken. It's probably just going to be just chicken. So, hey, now this is what you're eating. So let's go down here. It says a chicken dish featuring lab-grown meat from Upside Foods, the company whose product received regulatory clearance. All right, so there you go. That's coming to a plate near you, man. It says, the Food and Drug Administration, all right, the FDA, has cleared a California company's slaughter-free chicken, putting lab-grown meat one step closer to restaurant menus and grocery store shelves in the United States. It says, on Wednesday afternoon, the agency said it had completed an evaluation of chicken from the company Upside Foods and had no further questions about the product's safety, signaling that the agency considered it safe for consumption. It will probably take months, if not longer, before the product reaches consumers, and it first must get additional clearance from the Department of Agriculture. All right, so hey, this could be something that comes in. This might be what you be getting. All right, when you get that mark. All right, you people that get that mark. All right, and you know what I'm talking about. All right, that M to the O to the T to the B, the digital all. Hey, because you know when food's short, hey, you know the Most High is gonna take care of His people. All right, but you fucking as Apostle Ramallah would say, you devil worshippers, all right, you devil worshippers, all right, you Edomites, all right, you other nations, all right, as well as you Jakes that aren't doing the right thing, hey, and you go and get that M to the O to the T to the B, hey, because there's no food, hey, because like I said, the Most High is going to be taking care of His people, all right, but you people He's not taking care of, all right. You're going to be afraid, and you can go get that mark, hey, and that's the food you're going to be eating, if you even get any food at all, all right, because it's really going to be a big sham, and you're not really, they're going to pull a big gotcha, all right, but if you do get anything, hey, this is more than likely what it would be, all right, because there's going to be massive food shortages. It says, this is huge for the industry, said Liz Spech, the Vice President of Science and Technology for the Good Food Institute, a nonprofit focused on cell and plant-based meat. For the very first time, this is the FDA giving the green light to a cultivated meat product. And you know what? These people, no, the funny thing is, with all these plant-based foods, is that these vegans, all right, and these vegetarians are always like, oh, it's natural, we need to be more natural and eat more natural. But then what they do is they make like some weird fucking like lab-processed like burger patty shit. All right, it's got like 35 different things mixed together, and you don't even know what the fuck it's come from. And a lot of the food tastes like shit anyway. All right, now you can eat, vegan or vegetarian. All right, but a lot of these weird fucking things that you find in the store aren't much better than just eating meat anyway. All right, a lot of these things you get the Beyond Burgers and all these things. Hey man, you don't even fucking know what's in those things. First of all. Well, I looked on the back and it said, well, yeah, we can only do so much by looking in the back too. All right. Now it's, we do, and it is recommended to look into the back. One, being an Israelite, you got to make sure there's no pork in that. All right. Or shellfish or other abominable creatures. All right. You got to make sure, so no gelatins unless it says, bovine gelatin and tilapia gelatin is fine. Tilapia comes from the fish, of course. Bovine comes from a cow. Those two gelatins are fine. All right, bovine, it'll specifically say, that's how you'll know. All right, when you look at a product and it says gelatin, all right, it has gelatin in it. If it's not pork, it'll say bovine or tilapia. All right, if it just says gelatin, that's pork. 99% of the time, that's pork. All right, so you can't be eating that. All right, so that's one of the reasons why we have to look on our stuff too. All right, if it says, crab, we can't eat that. All right, we can't have that. Now, I personally, and I'm again not giving you any personal advice. All right, when I see things that say comes from a factory where shellfish has been processed, I still buy that product because almost everything comes in contact with conveyor belts. All right, you eat out in public, you go to any restaurant, any dinner, they're using the same cookware, all right, that's been cooked pork, all right, the same grill, all right, they fry your burger up on it, all right, and then they fry bacon up on that grill, and then they fry your burger right over it. So hey, that much we can't really help, all right. And again, with the conveyor belts and stuff like that, there's only so much you can do with that, all right. If it makes you feel uncomfortable, hey, don't do it, all right. But if it specifically says there's shellfish in it, if it says it may have came in contact, through conveyor belts, or it's in the same factory, hey, that's through you. All right, use discernment on that. But with me, hey, I don't really worry about that too much because hey, they're just being they're being helpful by telling you that. But hey, there's plenty of other brands that don't even tell you that. And like I said, if you're going out to Burger King, Pizza Hut, any restaurant, all right, nice restaurants, cheap restaurants, wherever, hey, your food's coming in contact with that. That much we can't help. All right, but what you can help is not eating pork. All right, if you see it on the package, it says pork, put the shit down. Don't buy it. All right. So, like I said, you should be looking through your ingredients in the first place to make sure there's no gelatins, no pork, all right, no seafoods, all right, no fucking rabbit or snake or some weird shit, all right, hey, and no goose, no duck, all right, making sure, oysters, all right, well, that's seafood, but hey, making sure there's none of that in there, all right, so that you should be reading everything that you buy, all right, seeing if there's an absorbent amount of salt in it, all right. And if there is an absorbent amount of salt, try to see if there's anything that you can get better, all right, which one of the things I'm not so great at, all right. But hey, man, so hey, and who knows if this is going to be even something that you're going to be able to see for, if it's going to say cultivated chicken or it might just say chicken. You might not even be able to look for it, man. But hey, and the other thing is I wanted to grab is now with this shrinkflation, if you look up ingredient change inflation, that's a new thing, is that skimpflation. Yeah, here it is. Food to hotels, that's another thing, and there's been a few studies you can look up on it. We're not gonna, maybe we can grab, let's go to news. Skimpflation, let's see. Here it is. Skimpflation. We'll just read the top one. If it'll load. Fuck it, I guess. Why not? Says, we'll just read it from the top. How skimpflation may be affecting your diet. It says, inflation is hitting us hard. And this is another reason why you should be checking ingredients. Just one more reason. Inflation is hitting us hard, which can especially be seen in grocery aisles. It's been said that it will be less expensive this year to eat out on Thanksgiving than cook at home. Whether it's healthier or tastier remains to be seen. It says, prices of goods that aren't rising are often being altered. The term shrinkflation was recently coined to describe how brands are reducing the amount of product while keeping the price the same. That's why your peanut butter that used to be, I don't know how many ounces in a fucking peanut butter jar. I'll be straight with you. Let's say it's 15 ounces. All right, that's why your 15-ounce peanut butter is now, 10 ounces, and you're paying the same price. All right, they shrink the bottle, you're paying the same price. All right, you're not paying any more, but you're getting. Real almonds with almond flavoring. All right, so this is the skimpflation. There you go. These are just worldly terms, right? They're fucking up your food. All right, inflation, shrinkflation, whatever you want to call it. They're changing ingredients and fucking up food. Once you have real almonds in it, now it's a synthetic almond flavoring. All right, so hey, you gotta check those things. Well, hey, bro, I've been eating meat. Well, check them now, man. Check them now. I'm not saying that anything's wrong with you. I'm just saying, hey, check your food now. You've been drinking things, and shit, I got this carbonated water I'm about to check. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's carbonated water and natural flavors. But hey, man, you gotta check this thing. I had myself worried for a minute. Like, shit, I better check my water, But hey, you gotta be, be on top of that, man, because hey, they're gonna change things, Something might have carrageenan in it. Carrageenan is like a gelling agent, so that a lot of the time in vegan and vegetarian stuff, or even stuff that's not vegan and vegetarian. Sometimes you'll find desserts and stuff. Instead of using gelatin, they'll use carrageenan, so it can it can market it to a larger audience. All right, something like that. Hey, now shit starts getting cheap. All right, on them. Hey, they might just switch to pork gelatin. So you gotta watch out. Make sure none of those things turn and switch up. All right. So hey, it says, for example, it has been reported that one brand has replaced real almonds with almond flavoring. Another has traded potatoes for water. All right, that's a hell of a switch up right there. It says, well, another still has reduced the amount of oil in its product, and there's the other one. I think it was butter, and it went from like 20-something% oil to like 37% oil. So hey, man, it said salt and sugar are easy, cheap ways to add flavor. So it wouldn't be surprising if some brands are simply swapping out ingredients for added salt and sugar. All right, hey, the salt and sugars are fucking deadly, man, and they're in everything. that's why we gotta, try to be careful with them. I'm not, like I said, hey, I'm not the best with that, hey, but I'm not the best at that. That's something I need to get better at. It says for added salt and sugar. Says at the end of the day, hey, you're only hurting yourself, man. All right, you're only hurting yourself. And if I won't necessarily you're only hurting yourself, because if you're buying these ingredients and you're cooking for your family, hey, you're also hurting your family, man. All right, but getting these MSG tax food. All right, but if you're solo, all right, and getting these things for yourself, hey, you're only hurting yourself. You're hurting your physical health. You're hurting your body, man. All right, and we need to keep our body intact. All right, this is it's what we got to use right now. All right, we're not machines yet, so hey, this is the one we got. All right, it's like a car. You don't want to, you got to keep it. You want it to keep running, don't you? But hey, arguably, like I said, hey, I'm not the best at it. It's something I would like to get better at. Hey, through the power of the Alba, I'll try. I have the I've gotten better with certain things. I don't eat those Cheetos and shit not much anymore. I won't say I won't eat Cheetos, but I haven't picked up Cheetos in like at least like a month or two, a couple months. I'd say months, but I don't know if I've had them in the past few months. I don't think I've bought any, but I'm like I said, I'm not sure. I haven't bought any in quite a long time. All right, if I had to give a guess, all right, it'd probably be 2ish or 3ish months. I don't think I had any on October or before that either. All right, but hey, if I did have them, actually, I think I did have some the month before that. All right, but it was right around there when I stopped. All right, hey, those Cheetos, man, those will fucking get you, man. They're good, but hey, there's better things to get, man. You can get like certain nuts. You can get like pistachios. That's been my thing lately. I've been getting the pistachios. You can get I got these. They're not the best, but these dill pickle flavored cashews. All right, substitute those instead of your Takis and your Cheetos, and your Ruffles, and your Lays, and hey, whatever have you. All right, even a regular like what do you call them? A regular like tortilla chip. All right, is better than like your potato chip. Like a tortilla chip, like a plain, corn tortilla chip is going to be better, of course salted even, salted or lime flavored, however you want to do, the so-called Mexican Sprite style chips, or like the Calidad. Alright, you get those chips. Those are going to be better for you than, your Ruffles, your Lays, your Cheetos, anything by Frito-Lay. Alright, even your Fritos. Alright, speaking of Frito-Lay. All right, those are gonna be better. All right, should you be eating them all the time still? No, but they're gonna be better. All right, for the most part. Don't quote me on that. Go and check, of course. But I would believe that those would be better because they don't got a whole bunch of ingredients. A lot of time they're just the corn tortilla and some salt and maybe a few other preservative ingredients. Which of course they're gonna put preservatives in everything. You can't really get away from that. All right, unless you go to like farmers markets or something like that. But hey, if you have the ability to go to farmers market, hey man, utilize those farmer markets, man. Utilize them. So it says salt and sugar are easy, cheap ways to add flavor. So it wouldn't be surprising if some brands are simply swapping out ingredients for added salt and sugar. It says Allegra Picano, RDN, a registered dietitian at Henry Ford Health. You might unknowingly keep buying the same food items without realizing the difference in formulations. So hey, like I was saying to you brothers and sisters out there, hey, check those foods now. You've been getting that thing, it's fine. Hey, start checking them again because you don't know what's going to be in them, man. You can end up fucking cockroach could be the number one ingredient now. It says you might unknowingly, and I'm just, kidding around, of course, lightly because who knows, in the coming time, they're already trying to feed bugs to the children. All right, not trying, they are feeding bugs to the children. So hey, watch out with your foods, man. Says you might unknowingly keep buying the same food items without realizing the difference in formulation, potentially sacrificing nutrition value and compromising your health. All right, we got it. Let's go back down here. Let's see. Says this is huge for and this is going back to the food, the cultivated foods, as they say. Says this is huge for the energy industry, said Liz Specht, Vice President of Science and Technology at Good Food Institute, a nonprofit focused on cell and plant-based meat. For the very first time, the FDA is giving the green light to a cultivated meat product. says, for nearly a decade, companies have been competing to bring the first lab-grown meat or cultivated meat, and that's what they cultivate. They don't want to call it lab-grown meat. They'd rather call it cultivated because it sounds better than lab-grown. All right, science experiment meat does not sound good to people. Cultivated meat, cultivated meat, okay, well, cultivated meat, that's fine. All right, that's why they use all these fucking terms. All right, cultivated meat. The term the industry has recently rallied around. All right, because they don't want to say lab-grown science experiment meat. They want to say cultivated. What's the definition? Raise or grow. So raise. You know, when you raise them up from, you know, like a baby cow to an adult cow. All right, but these, they're literally, it's not raising or growing. That's making. That's really not even really good for the term cultivation. All right, it should be used synthesized. All right, that would be the better term. There you go, especially chemically or you know. Synthesized meat doesn't sound good either. All right, see. It says cultivated meat, the term the industry has recently rallied around. And to market in a process often compared to brewing beer, animal cells are grown in a controlled environment, creating a product that is biologically identical to conventional meat. Bullshit it is. But until now, cultivated meat had received regulatory approval only in Singapore, where Good Meat's lab-grown chicken was greenlit in 2020. All right, so hey, we don't need to continue on too much. Let's see. It says let's listen to some bullshit here. It says the Agriculture Department's Food Safety and Inspection Service declined to share a timeline. Cell cultured meat and poultry products will be subject to the same food safety, sanitation, and inspection regulations as other meat and poultry products to ensure that only safe and wholesome products enter the U.S. commerce. It said in a statement, which is, you know, more bullshit. All right, they don't even care about the real food in general. I would, you know, so it says Upside Foods said it planned to offer the chicken in restaurants first before expanding to grocery stores. So you're going to be eating it unwillingly before you buy it, you know. So A, and a lot of A, you know. So A, we don't, you know. Here's Esau's fucking bullshit thing. Oh, it's global warming. It's a global war. No, it's you're causing it for global eradication. All right, we already know what's happening. All right, you fucking bullshitters. The cultivated meat industry has gotten considerable attention and investment in recent years amid growing concerns about global warming, the treatment of animals, and industrial farming. Lab-grown meat is seen as a more sustainable option compared to the traditional livestock sector, which accounts for nearly 1/6 of global greenhouse gas emissions. Hey, so, you know, it says, still critics point to the lingering questions that surround the industry, and there is uncertainty about whether people will be willing to eat meat that was made in a lab, particularly considering consumer reluctance around other technology leaps in the past. All right, such as genetically modified foods. And nobody wants genetically modified foods. And now you're just having fucking lab-grown food, all right? Nobody wants that shit, man. Some people don't care. You know, these fucking vegans will probably eat it up. They're like, oh my gosh, we can have meat without hurting animals again. Just fucking eat that. Just eat the meat, man. That's all you got to do. You're not going to eat meat, all right? But you're going to eat meat, all right? Fake meat, all right? It doesn't make any fucking sense, but hey, each their own. If that's what you want to do, hey, that's on you. If you want to poison your bodies with toxins and fucking, you know, Soylent Green, you go right on ahead, all right? No thank you. I'll stick to real meat as much as I possibly can. Let's go to Isaiah. All right, 10 and verse 1 through 2. All right, it reads, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people. All right, so hey, woe means destruction, death, all right, calamity. All right, so destruction, death, and calamity onto those people that are making unrighteous decrees. Now, unrighteous, all right, let's grab the definition of unrighteous, if we must. All right, and we can go and actually do that through the Blue Letter Bible, because that's the best way to do it. Isaiah 10:1. All right, here we are. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. So let's go ahead and grab it and get tools. We can go down here and we can get woe. All right, first of all, and show what that means. Forgot. Yeah, that gives you the wrong. That's like whoa, you know, like with a horse. No, woe is destruction and death. All right. If you can just look that up. Go. All right. So let's see. Unrighteous. What's unrighteous mean? Wickedness. All right. There you go. Iniquity. All right. Wickedness. Evil. All right. Unjust. Unrighteous. There you go. All right. So unrighteous. Evil. All right, decrees that prescribe grievousness. Let's get that one. Grievousness, what does that mean? Trouble, mischief. There you go. All right, let's go down. So, hey, you know, we got them. All right, grievousness, which they have prescribed. All right, let's grab this one and see what it means. All right, to inscribe, to write down. And what do they do when they make laws? There you go. They inscribe, they write down. There you go. And slack you. So woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people. All right, there you go. All right, so woe unto them that decree these unrighteous decrees, because this is a decree now. All right, this is a law. All right, that's gone into effect by the FDA. It is allowed. All right, that is something that is allowed to be done. Okay, bear with me for a moment. Let me fix this. So yeah, you know, these, hey, this is a law. All right, this is a law that went into effect. The FDA allowed it. All right, they said, yeah, this is passable. All right, so now all it is on the company. All right, when they get it out to restaurants. All right, and when they get it out to, you know, however they're going to do it, whether it's going to be just chicken or if it's going to be in TV dinners. Hey, fast food. Hey, there you go. When it says restaurants, hey, you know, you damn well know fast food's going to be a part of that. All right, and you know these fast food restaurants are going to hop on that. All right. McDonald's already been using synthesized meat for fucking ages, man. All right, and it's not really synthesized meat because it's not meat at all. It's just some pink stuff, whatever it really is. All right, they said they stopped using it, but hey, we don't buy it. All right, so let's go and grab. What was it? Hebrews 12:16. So yeah, man, these people that are doing death and destruction is going to come to these people, all right, for creating these fucked up unrighteous decrees, all right, these wicked laws, man. Because not only it's every other step, every which way you look about it, man. Esau's doing some crazy shit, all right. Whether it's fake meat, fucking making you have to get mandated jump shots. All right, so hey, what they did at one point, all right, for flying and stuff like that. All right, not for the general public, but hey, for certain people, you had to get it. All right, for example, my dad, all right, when he was over in England, and with his wife, and in order to get back, all right, over to the United States, they would not let him. They said you had to get the thing, all right, and because of that, he got the thing. I would have waited, hey, but that's not that's neither here nor there. All right, it says because I think now you can fly without having that. I might be wrong. All right, I might be wrong. I think you might still need it actually. You can look that up. All right, don't rely on me. I'd look it up, but hey, I don't want to bring any of that thing in this lesson to end up having something on the screen that their algorithm picks up and ends up taking the video down, even though it wasn't even dealing with that. All right. So Hebrews 12:16. So I'll keep bear with me one moment. All right, it says, this is Hebrews 12 and 16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. All right, hey, who's the one that's controlling all these laws, making all these laws, making these unrighteous decrees? Esau. Esau is. Now, for Hebrews 12 and 16, I should have left it up. Let's go back. See what we get. As you can see, there we are. Slack you. There we are. As you can see, Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Now let's go down here and get profane. Profane. It means, all right, ungodly, all right, unhallowed, all right, profane, okay. Let's see, wicked, heathenish, profane, all right, and right here it says ungodly, all right, against the Most High, all right, and that's exactly what these things are, man. This is ungodly, all right. You're taking the natural food, all right. Taking natural food. Yeah, let's see. As we got here, every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb have I given you all things. All right, so the Most High has given us these things. Of course, we're bound under the law, so you can't eat snake and all these unlawful things. But hey, those things were given to us, not those things. Things that walk, not something that's grown in a lab. All right, that's more Esau. That's Esau playing God again. All right, because they want to show they want to act like they're God. They want to they want to play God. They have a God complex. All right? And we can get that so Isaiah 14 and 14. Maybe we'll grab 13. Speaking of Esau, we'll just grab 12. All right, Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? All right, speaking of Esau, Edom, of course. It says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And that's what Esau thinks they're doing. That's why they say, you have that one guy that says, oh, we don't need, God can't take water from us anymore. All right, we can make water. All right, so they've gotten proud of it. Now they say, oh, yeah, well, God can't take our livestock from us. So if there's a famine, guess what? He can't take anything from us because guess what? Now we can grow it in the lab. Hey, guess what, buddy? It's not going to work that way. All right? It's not going to work that way. Okay? Most High can shut down your whole lab. And guess what? You won't be eating at all. All right? So, hey, hey, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. There's a person that sold their birthright for a piece of meat, man. All right? Let's go Sirach 12 and 10. All right, so here we go. This is Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right, and we're grabbing this because, hey, they're saying it's been cleared by the FDA. All right, it's fine. You can go and have it. Hey, do not trust them. That shit is most certainly not okay to eat. All right, trust me. All right, don't trust me. Trust the scriptures. All right, tell you that the Most High gave us every moving thing. all right, and you know, every green thing, all right, not every lab grown thing, all right. Don't fucking eat that lab grown shit, man. Because if you get it and you get some type of ear fucking rectal abdominal cancer, you know, some combination of some weird shit, all right, you get fucking, you know, stomach AIDS or something fucking crazy, all right, because you decided to eat some stupid fucking meat that's not written. I'm not gonna even call it meat, all right. You decided to eat some stupid fucking chemical, all right, that they created in a lab, all right. Hey, don't come complaining. And gave me, you know, whatever the fuck, you know. Hey, we're gonna say, why the fuck you eat that shit, man? All right, and hey, this is, you know, that's willingly. Of course, hey, we could be already eating the shit for all we know. All right, for all we know, some of the meat's been a little bit weird lately. All right, we could be eating the shit for all we know. All right, but hey, that's if that's the case, Allah is gonna protect us from that. Don't go out there and fucking willingly eat that shit, you know. Yes, the Most High is gonna protect us, but that you want. I'm gonna drink this full bottle of cyanide and I'm gonna pray over it, and the Lord's gonna protect me. That's just ignorant at that point, man. Just don't eat it. Just don't eat it. Just don't do it. All right. If it says lab grown chicken, just don't fucking eat it. I don't even like seeing the shit that says what is it, like lab separate, you know, machine separated chicken and shit, you know, stuff like that. I don't even like that, man. Or like that, I don't even like it when I see it says contains a bioengineered food ingredient. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want no bioengineered. But a lot of things say bioengineered food ingredients now, you know? And the ones that don't say it, they still have it in it. They just don't want to tell you. All right? So it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right? So, hey, man, never trust them. All right? Well, they're fine. You know, the FDA said the food was fine. Hey, don't believe it. Don't believe it, because when you come back with fucking 3 stomachs and fucking brain AIDS, hey, can't say we weren't warned, man. Can't say you weren't warned. Let's go over here and grab Psalms 10 and 2. All right? It reads, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. And the poor, we're the poor, all right? The Israelites, we're the poor. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the vices that they have imagined, all right? So all the things that they've created, all right, for our downfall, hey, let them be taken in those things, all right? Let them be taken in those things. It says, for the wicked boasteth of his heart desire, and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High, for the Most High is not in all his thoughts. All right, they're not thinking of the Most High. They're thinking, when they do think of the Most High, they think, okay, how can we one-up him? All right, how can we get one over on him? How can we be better than him? They don't think, oh, you know, they're not thinking of the Lord in a good way. All right, they're not seeking after the Most High. All right, the righteous doings, all right, and you know, godliness is not in them. All right, that's not in their thoughts, like as it says. It says God, the Most High is not in all their thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Bad, very severe or serious, as you can see. All right, so it's always bad. It's always bad. It's nothing good. Well, they did this one thing good. No, and if they did anything good, they didn't mean to do it. All right, that's another scripture, roughly paraphrasing. Well, not roughly paraphrasing. It's and if you do anything good, let's grab it. If he doeth any good, he doeth it unwillingly. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 14:7. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at last he will declare his wickedness. All right, so there you go. Got that one out of the way. Well, this one thing he did was good. Oops, messed up. Well, what about the internet, brother? Hey, oops. It was I think it was one of the Rockefellers or something. They said the internet was a mistake. Should have never been, hey, because they wanted to use it, you know, to spread these doctrines and wicked doctrines. They wanted to, you know, give out free Babylonian wine to all the nations so they can drink of it and, like, you know, over the internet and spread their doctrines, all right, and their confusion, all right. But hey, now you got the Israelites on there, and hey, they ain't too happy about that. They ain't too happy about that. Now they're revealing themselves more. So, hey, all through this internet. Because guess what? If Kanye wasn't on the internet, he wouldn't have got silenced. All right? And if he wouldn't have got silenced, hey, they wouldn't have revealed themselves anymore. If they wouldn't have revealed themselves anymore, there wouldn't have been a mass awakening of Israelites happening just recently. All right? And if there wasn't a mass awakening of Israelites recently, hey, you'd still be able to say, oh, I don't know. I didn't know. You can't say you don't know you're Israelite now, man. Everybody knows. Edomites know, the Elamites know, the Moabites know, the Ammonites know, the Amalekites know. Hey, everybody knows. Everybody knows. They know. So, hey, they know. It says, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. No, Salakia. We already got that. It said, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. All right, so there you go. And verse 7, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. All right, so there you go. Let's get 8. He sitteth in lurking places of the villages, in the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privately set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. All right, so hey, and we could continue going on because that's all fire. All right, but hey, so hey, the scriptures paint a picture of who this person is, man. So stay the hell away from him. Don't go near him. They're bad men. Do not go near him. All right. I mean, unless you want to die, go right ahead. But in general, I'd stay the hell away from him as much as you can, man. Don't go near him. Don't trust him. If they tell you something, assume it's a lie. Assume it is a lie, all right? Well, this thing's good. Assume it's bad. This thing's bad. Assume it's good. All right, whatever they tell you. If they tell you something's good, assume it's bad. If they tell you something's bad, assume it's good. The Israelites are terrible. You should stay away from them. Maybe you shouldn't, You should actually go on to the Christian church. Maybe you shouldn't, all right? There you go. See, they tell you that, we're God-fearing. No, you're not. No, you're not. Edomites are not a God-fearing nation. No, you're not. You worship Caesar Borgia, man. All right? That's who you worship. All right, let's go to 4:9. All right? So this is what they've done to the food. All right, here we go. This is Ezekiel 4:9. Take thou also unto thee wheat, and barley, and beans, and lentils, and millet, and fitches, and put them in one vessel, and make thee bread thereof, according to the number of the days that thou shalt lie upon thy side. 390 days shalt thou eat thereof. And thy meat which thou shalt eat shall be by weight, 20 shekels a day, for time to time shalt thou eat it. Thou shalt drink also water by measure, the sixth part of an hin, from time to time shalt thou drink. And thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, and thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of man in their sight. As the Lord hath said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. Then said I, Ah, Lord, our power, behold, my soul hath not been polluted, for from my youth up, even till now have I not eaten of that which dieth of itself, or is torn to pieces, neither came there abominable flesh in my mouth. Then he said unto me, Lo, I have given thee cow's dung for man's dung, and thou shalt prepare thy bread therewith. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. Let's see how much further we want to go. Let's see. That they may want bread and water, and be stunned one with another, and consume away for their iniquity. All right, so let's see. So hey, there you go. Basically, if we go back up, in 13 it says, And the Lord said, Even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread amongst the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. What does defiled mean, actually? Let's go. Let's get Ezekiel 4:13. You know what? Let's grab. There it is. Defiled, polluted, unclean. All right, unclean, impure, ethically and religiously, ritually of places. So there you go. All right, among the Gentiles. All right, will we eat defiled bread or defiled foods? All right, hey, there you go. All right, so that's basically. Hey, we're still doing it. We're still eating defiled foods here. All right, we have no idea. Well, we can read the back. We can read the backs. All right, and like I said, you should read the backs, but that's not going to give you everything. All right. They're not going to tell you the amount of percentage of bugs that's in it, even though they allow bugs to be in our food. All right, they're not going to tell you the specific quantity. All right, so I'll give you one moment. They're not going to tell you the specific quality. All right, of quantity. All right, they're not going to tell you the quality of it either. All right, well, they're just going to tell you that it's good. All right, but hey, they're not going to tell you these things. There's 35 grams of beetle and cockroach carcass in this. They're not going to tell you those things, man. They're not going to tell you that. So, hey, you just got to go with what you can see. With what you can see. If you see MSG, hey, try to stay away from it, man. Try to stay away from it. Are there any of those weird ingredients? Look up those weird ingredients, man. That's what I do. You see some weird, fucking, I've probably got at least one thing in this house that's probably got some weird ingredient in it. But hey, it's probably those, those kosher gummies that I get. There's probably some weird ingredients in those. All right, but again, those are for a snack. Hey, what can you do? Everybody likes a Snickers once in a while. All right, not that we should be eating it. But hey, if it's the desserts here, man, are defiled, and there's only so much you can do. All right, if you can make you some natural chocolate at home, hey, that's really the way that you want to do it. All right, I've seen people do that. It seems like it'd be fun to do, interesting to do. All right, it takes a while, but hey, it's not always, and again, we're under grace. Sometimes there's not things we can do. Sometimes it's not within your grasp to go and, get all the cocoa beans and hay, and do all that. All right, so hey, another reason why we pray over our food. Micah 2:10, we're getting ready to close out. All right, so hey, man, Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. So now, hey, you can't even get food here, man. This isn't your rest. You think your rest is in a place where you can't even get real food? Where they're trying to, make synthesized meat now? Be a regular thing? All right? And, well, they didn't say it was going to be a regular. They're trying to make it a regular thing, trust me. All right? If they can save them money, all right, or just hurt people in general, they want that out there. And you know damn well they ain't eating this shit. They ain't eating this shit at all. All right? So, hey, it says, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. All right, one more time. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. All right, hear that, Jake? This is not your rest. Because it's polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. If a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, we don't need to continue on with that. All right, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. All right, hey, that's it'll do it. You stay in this place, Jake. It's gonna destroy you with a sore destruction. All right, it ain't gonna be fun. But hey, you can die with a twink in your mouth, so to speak, if that's what you want to do. All right, so finally we're going to close off with this. Hebrews 13:14. For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. All right, we seek a place where we can, go and get good food. all right, where we can grab an apple off a tree and eat it. There won't be no wax on it, all right, where we won't have to look in our ingredients and our foods, all right. We can just grab it and eat it, and it will be healthy and fine and not have poisons or toxins or unclean things in it. Hey, and that place to come is the kingdom, all right. That's the only place where we're going to get that, all right. We're not going to get it here. Why? Because this place is not a rest, all right. So, hey, you know, watch out for those meats, all right, and check those ingredients to the best of your ability, at least. All right, you should be anyway, making sure there's not abominable animals in it. All right, abominations in it. All right, unlawful things in it. Okay. But hey, you know, just try your best, and watch out. You see cultivated meat on there. Now you know what it means. Stay the fuck away from it. All right, and that's just giving them the you know, that's if they even put cultivated meat on it. They might just put meat. You know, it might just still be just chicken. All right, or they might have some hidden little thing. You know, because that's what he always does with a double speak, all right? Might have a little hidden thing, not cultivated chicken. They might put, like, you know, chicken something, processed in blah, 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 something, you know, who knows? There's multiple different things they could do it if they even add any hints to it. They might just straight out say it's chicken, all right? But, hey, with that, we're going to close out. Again, we can't even have normal food here, all right? More so, you know, showing you again that this is not a rest, man, all right? This place is not for us. All right, so hey, with that, we're going to close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Madash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. The time is truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Till next one, Lord willing, Shalom.